sing along with this one too if you want. Something has changed within me. Something is not the same. I'm through with playing by the rules of someone else's game. Too late for second guessing. Too late to go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts. Close my eyes and leave. It's time to try defying gravity. I think I'll try defying gravity, and you can't pull me down. I'm through accepting limits, 'cause someone says they're so. Some things I cannot change, but till I try, I'll never know. Too long I've been afraid of losing love. I guess I've lost. Well, if that's love, it comes at much too high a cost. I'm still alive, defying gravity. Kiss me goodbye. I'm defying gravity, and you can't pull me down. Unlimited. My future is unlimited. And I just had a vision, almost like a prophecy. I know it sounds truly crazy. True, the vision's hazy, but I swear someday I'll be up in the sky, defying gravity, flying so high, defying gravity, and you can't pull me down. So if you can't find me, look to the western sky. As someone told me lately, everyone deserves a chance to fly. And if I'm flying solo, at least I'm flying free. To those who ground me, take a message back from me. Tell them how I am defying gravity. I'm flying high, defying gravity, and soon I'll match them in renown. And nobody in all of Oz, no wizard that there is or was, is ever gonna bring me down.
And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the show. See if we can try defying a little gravity today, everybody. I want to give a great big shout out to Beth Meadows. Beth Meadows is the first member of the channel. Thank you so much, Beth Meadows. I appreciate you. And if you notice, I have turned on memberships. I did not want to just do so based on just talking shit about Rebel. But as of today, I have some kind of original content to offer you. And this idea was kind of born a week ago. If you were at my last live stream, you probably heard me talk about the bed. When I got here to this little house, I knew full well I'd be really and truly starting over again. So I knew that I was going to be replacing everything. And when I saw the little twin size bed, I thought, well, it's just for me and the cat. It'll be fine. Well, there was no sleep to be had in that bed. I went in the other room where there were a couple of other mattresses, and I tried those too. Well, what does a struggling widow do when she needs a new mattress and she doesn't have a lot of resources at hand? Well, one of the oh my goodness, thank you so much, Beth Meadows. Beth Meadows just bought 5 memberships to the channel. Well, it wasn't really the size thing. um, he has a tendency to sleep at my head or my feet, but it really wasn't the size thing. It was the comfort thing. There was no sleep to be had. um, there was one night, Friday night, I slept on the floor. So I have already bought the mattress from Temu. So, and it's coming tomorrow. And tomorrow, I'll have another live stream where you can see me unbox it too. Because there's a lot of people that are curious about Temu. What is it? Is it really true? Can you get stuff on there? And the truth is, it's kind of like a lot of things when you're buying like that. There is a learning curve to it. Now, what a lot of people don't realize is that with Temu, you can get a lot of the same products that you get on Amazon, but pay a lower price for them because you purchase it on Temu instead of Amazon. Now, one of the really neat things is sometimes these items are dispatched locally, and occasionally they'll even come with the Amazon packaging on them. So they come right from the Amazon warehouse. So if you're buying these products from Amazon, why not go through Temu and save a little money? Now, there are a lot of things that you can fall into. And I saw a smartass comment from Corrosive. Um, if you think this drone is $12, then you deserve what's in the box. Yeah, I'm not getting any kind of mattress. Well, I guess you could say it's a hybrid mattress, but any sort of brand mattress. And see, I knew that. I knew that going in. I knew that I wouldn't be buying one of the brands that you see on the market, whether it's Tempur-Pedic or, Casper or Purple or any of those, that I wouldn't be buying anything like that. That I'd be buying some sort of off-brand thing. But you know what? Amazon sells a lot of these off-brand things, and they're charging you more money. And I'll show you basically what I did. Um, it's been a rough week. I slept on the floor Friday night. I probably should not have done that. I slept on the sofa last night. Got one more night on the sofa. So, much of the time, you are going to see the very same thing. So I knew I really was not going to have very much funding at my disposal. Here we go. So I wound up buying something like this. This is the one I bought. And it's a 12-inch memory foam hybrid innerspring mattress. Now, let's see. What is the brand name on that mattress? Where'd it go? Wonder if I sent that original link to Chicky. I think I did. Because I was showing her what I was doing. Where'd it go? So when you buy a mattress on Temu, you're basically just buying a mattress. A lot of them, you're going to see ones from around $150 to $400, just depending on what you're doing. I wanted something that was going to ship locally, something that I wasn't going to have to wait to come from overseas. So one of the things that you can do is you can look for items that ship, well, it's not exactly what I wanted to do. Okay, ship locally. And one of the ways that you can tell that something is going to ship locally is you can see right here at the top of my screen where I've got where I've got my big pointer. You can see local, fastest delivery 1 day. That tells you that that's not coming from overseas. That's coming from a local warehouse. And indeed, that one came from California. Thank you. Adjust your focus. So on Amazon, they list this mattress no, that's not what I wanted. On Amazon, they sell this same mattress for $179. Now, you think, oh, you're not really saving anything. Well, Amazon is slapping a $49.99 delivery charge on that mattress. So that mattress has gone from $180 to $230. I didn't have to pay anything for shipping on my mattress. So I got it for the $175. On top of that, because I used my Cash App, and those of you that are familiar with Cash App has some coupons that you can use on websites and in person for certain things. Um, and one of the coupons that they had was a 10% off of Temu coupon. So not only did I save that money by not having to pay the shipping, which came out to be about $55, I also got an additional 10% off because I directly used my Cash App as a pay method. So basically, what you're looking at is the same product. It is the very same product that you can purchase on Amazon. It is the exact same thing. And these mattresses, they do have brands. They're not any brands you're going to recognize. Like this one is called Pengacool. Adjust Your Focus dropped it in chat just a few minutes ago. Thank you so much. I was having a hard time remembering the brand on it because I looked at several of them. Now, one of the big deciding factors for me on going with this mattress was the fact that how many have been sold? There's been over 3,000 of these sold. Actually, you know what? Yeah, over 3,000 of these sold, and the review on them is 4.7. Temu is also really good at telling you when somebody is a high repeat customers provider. That means that this vendor has a lot of high repeat customers. That means people are going back to this vendor and they're purchasing again because they're happy with what they got. So that was one of the deciding factors. I needed something in a certain price point because desperate times call for desperate measures. And I needed something that was going to be as small a gamble as possible for my situation. And I thought, I'm going to be doing these streams. And a lot of people are probably going to think, oh, there's Liz K grifting again. That's not what this is. I have to start over. I'm going to be buying these things. I probably would have saved a little bit more money before going with the mattress had the situation not been so dire. But, sometimes, you know, you, there's new opportunities. Sometimes when you think, oh, well, here I am. I can't afford a real mattress. I'm having to go to Temu. Well, my friend Chicky, she had fallen down the Temu rabbit hole a long time ago. And I remember going to her and telling her, well, what do you think about this? She said, girl, you should get those because all of this stuff is stuff you get on Amazon. Well, after doing a little bit more research, yeah, you always want to go by measurements. Like next year, I'm going to be looking at getting a second job, which means I'm not going to be here to constantly feed His Royal Highness. And yes, it is next year because there are a couple of things that I want in place before I do that. Mostly to be on my narcolepsy medication. It'll be a whole lot easier to work a second job if I'm not exhausted all the time. So, this is a smart Wi-Fi cat feeder. Temu is selling this for $24.95. You get an app and you can operate it. You can operate it from your phone, which means I could be away from home and feed the kitty. Pretty cool, huh? Plus, he's at an age where I like to feed him small amounts to keep his metabolism up so he doesn't just balloon out of control. Now, you see this? See this cat feeder? It's by a brand called Emipa. So it was $24.95 on Amazon. This is the same brand, Emipa, automatic cat feeder, $33.99. Now, you're not going to get the instant gratification buying from Temu. That's not going to happen. But I'm an adult. I don't have to have it tomorrow between 10 and 3. And I talked to my daughter about this. She was talking to me. She said, "You will not believe the stuff I've gotten from there." She was talking about how her sewing bag was $30 on Amazon and she paid $9 for it on Temu. Plus, I'm not just going to be stopping with the bed. I've got to have a dresser and a nightstand in here. And then after that, I'm going to be acquiring everything for my new place because 2025 is the year. 2025 is the year my son comes home and I'm finally back in my own place, in my own home with him. And I've found that, all these things, they're just things. I don't need to spend a whole lot of money on them. So I'm going to be doing these streams. There's another one I was looking at. I have a really very intricate cat litter system. One that yeah, speaking of Tobers, here's something else. So I will be doing my first unboxing tomorrow when my new mattress gets here. It's been a pretty hairy week here at this house. This one is not a self-cleaning one. This one is just a stainless steel cat litter box with higher sides. Now, the thing about stainless steel is non-porous. It's not going to absorb any odor. And of course, with me being kind of indoors, I wanted something with higher sides, something he was less apt to kick out. So I'm going to be looking at that for him too. I'm in a smaller space in here, obviously. So Amazon sells this stainless steel cat litter box by the brand name Upsky. And it is $69.99. Now, Amazon has a $15 coupon, which brings it down to $55. However, if you buy on Temu, your kitty can be doing his business in stainless steel style for $34.38 plus tax with free shipping. And it is also a local delivery, so you won't have to wait very long for it. It is a local provider. So those are things that you want to look at when you're purchasing. Is it coming from a local warehouse, or are you going to have to wait? Temu is pretty good about telling you whether or not you're going to have to wait. Yeah, I know. And they do that. But it's the same litter box, it's the same brand name, and it is $20 less by buying it from Temu than it is on Amazon. Let me see where Chicky is, because Chicky has been buying some stuff from Temu for a while. She's the one who convinced me it was okay to buy something from there in the first place. I also have some other things coming. What else did I order? I decided I needed a couple of new things for working around the house. Oh, I know what it was I ordered. And I really didn't research this one to find out if I could, if it was available on Amazon. I'm sure it is. But we've got a really bad cold front coming, and I needed a coat. I need a coat. It's going to get down in the 20s here pretty soon. And I was looking at coats. And you know what? I've also been researching AliExpress. I have found a kitchen appliance that I want, that I can save some money on by getting through AliExpress. So my daughter showed up on Thanksgiving Day wearing a coat generally generally like this one. I'm from Texas. I don't need to spend a lot of money on a coat. I'm going to wear it a handful of times a season, and then it's going to go back in the closet. But they didn't have anything like this at Walmart, much less for $18. So it's coming too. Well, what else did I do?
Hey girl, I'm sorry I'm late.
Oh, that's all right. Oops. Echo.
I'll probably just have to keep muting like I did for the shit show.
Okay. So let's see. I thought this was really cute. So I had this sent to me. Cat mom. Yeah, and that is something that I did because I usually wear mediums. So when I ordered this T-shirt, I ordered a large instead.
And you're going to show it today?
The what?
Are you going to show it today, or are you just showing what you're ordering?
I've already showed the mattress that I ordered. The mattress gets here tomorrow. I'll be doing another unboxing.
Okay.
Yeah. But I know you have a lot of experience buying stuff on Temu.
Yeah. I like shopping.
You and me both. But what we don't like is spending everything we have on it. But you're the one who convinced me it was okay to buy something in the first place. Or like, go for it. It's all the same stuff you get on Amazon.
It definitely is, and they mark it up like a lot on Amazon. The
They
only
do.
the only reason they like Amazon is because you can get it in 2 or 3 days.
Right, right. And you know what? With this mattress, it wasn't even the case. It was the same turnaround time. You know what? I'd be willing to bet it was coming from the same warehouse in California. Had I purchased it on Amazon instead of Temu, it was going to be shipped from the same California warehouse. And they were going to charge me $50 to ship it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's about it. But I think everything is all more mainly drop ship nowadays, and it all comes from the same place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But, I was thinking, I'm having to kind of modify what I have in here for the cat because it's such a smaller space. And one of the things that I'm looking at is eventually getting a litter box with higher sides because
Yeah, I saw that link you sent, or those links you sent me the other night. I just hadn't had a,
aren't
like,
they
one of
neat
them was
looking?
like already sold out or did something weird, and so I got to go back and look at them all.
They're neat looking though, like the Wi-Fi pet feeder and with the app that you can download an app for. You can feed your pet from anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Hey, 420, if you have a problem with me, go to my channel and harass me there. Don't bother Liz's stream right now if you have that problem.
I have not had an opportunity to use any customer service with Temu. Have you?
No, I think when I used to like order random little like paint brushes and stuff like that, if they got lost or something, they sent it really quickly. But I don't think it wasn't directly their customer service. It was more their automated service, and they just drop it in the mail, and I just get it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you know they're actually selling some actual Korean items on Temu now?
Yeah. And
I mean,
I like there's some. I'm a makeup junkie, okay, and I do check into the ingredients. You have to be very careful with the makeup ingredients, guys. Don't just like say, "Oh, it's makeup on there," and order it. Make sure it's the real stuff, because I know that not all of it's real, but there are some. What are they called? Little small Chinese makeup businesses that are opening up now that are selling directly on AliExpress and Temu and stuff like that, that are good quality stuff, and they're being sold on these Chinese websites. And the ones like what's the one you always order your makeup on?
yes, style.
Yeah, Yes Style. Um, if you see them on Yes Style and they're on AliExpress and they're like a little small Chinese brand, those are normally legit. Like they like all the colorful, brightly colored Asian makeup right now is being made by these little tiny Chinese places that can't sell anything but that.
Oh, shout out to Just Me who just purchased a membership. Thank you so much. Yeah, you need this Cat Mom t-shirt. Isn't it cute?
Tobers goes meow.
He says yes, but not as cute as me. Meow. Meow. Thank you so much, Just Me. I appreciate it. thank you to Just Me. She just gifted 5 memberships to the channel.
Oh, Just Me. So with AliExpress, it's very similar to Temu, except that I believe that Temu has some places in the US that they're sending their stuff from. So the biggest problem with AliExpress is there's no real oversight on some of those places, and you have to be very careful, like look for like really high. It's kind of like not PayPal. It's like eBay a little bit. You kind of have to search around and find the good people that are selling stuff. But when you actually get good sellers, it's okay. But it does take like a month to get to you sometimes. And it also is very dependent on Chinese holidays. So like this whole coming up year, from now until the Chinese New Year, or however the Chinese New Year works, till February, I think, is when it gets really slowed down, and it takes like 2 months to get your stuff. So if you're really wanting it pretty quickly, I'd rather go through a Temu site, or, even just mark it up and get Amazon if you have to.
Well, let's see. What else was I looking at? It was, oh yeah, because eventually I'm going to get around to doing some like wall decor items. And again, the same stuff that you see on Temu. See, like this one, this is kind of farmhouse. It's metal and wood wall art. And they're selling these for $11.83 a piece. Well, you can pick the colors you want. They come in green and gold. I think they're real cute.
Also, one of the things to watch for is you really have to watch your measurements on these.
Right.
Because at
and
least
that's
like
another
Amazon
thing.
will tell you that, but like some of these places you think it's going to be huge, and you get it and it's the size of your palm.
Well, and that was another thing that I was going to illustrate with this one that I'm showing. So here you go on Amazon, and you got the 3 pieces. So you're buying all 3 pieces for $40 rather than $11.83 for each one. And of course, it says they're 12 inches. Now, when I go back over to Temu clearly tells you what the measurement is. These are the same measurement as the ones that they're selling on Amazon. Every little bit helps. Yeah, nobody wants to order from Wish anymore. But AliExpress is just how Asia does an Amazon-like marketplace. But let's see, what was it my daughter was telling me that she got? Oh, hold up. I'm sorry, I am not a Cash App watcher.
That's another
Right.
thing that I would really consider if you're going to do something like Temu, even AliExpress. I used to, before I used Cash App with AliExpress, I would go get a prepaid card. That way I knew they couldn't get into my details and get my credit card information. That rarely happened, but just be aware that I would use like a PayPal, a Cash App, something that keeps you protected with your extra information,
Right. And of course, websites like Temu and Shein frequently offer discounts by using Cash App directly as a pay method. Like the mattress that I got 10% off just using my Cash App as my payment method.
Yeah, Cash App's pretty good about protecting you. That's why I use it so often. Like, I got it, because everybody has, like if you want to tip somebody on here, you get a Cash App to tip people, and so I got it as kind of like if I ever want to, tip somebody or give money for, flowers for somebody or something, I would do that, and that I prefer that method or PayPal just because I feel that they have the best communication with handling, bad claims. Now, Mr. Nobody is right. Be very careful of that. That is a thing. Like, um, use it on your computer as much as you can. That's all I can really say. The phone makes me a little nervous with using it, but it doesn't mean I don't not use it.
You're not going to not shop. Duh. But that, yeah, and I tend to use my computer more just because I can just see stuff better anyway. I feel like I'm down less of a rabbit hole looking stuff and can't find my way out of it. Let's see. What else did I do? But yeah, I'm going to be doing these little streams. Like I ordered some poop bags.
The doggy bags, yeah.
Yeah. You get 270 of them, 18 rolls for $6.71. I paid $6.99 for a package of those at Walmart. Thank you so much, Stormy. Stormy just gifted 5 memberships to the channel. I appreciate it.
I need to leave your comments alone. I'm so used to doing it for the shit show. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. Sometimes, if I'm on Jamie's, I'll do it too. And AC's. And I'm just like, oh, that looks interesting. I'll click on that.
Uh-huh.
See, I don't even bother with a litter scoop because I use crystal cat litter. That means I'm only scooping solids anyway. So I just put that poop bag right over my hand and scoop it and tie it off. Yeah, litter scoops are gross. Well, are you waiting for your close-up, Your Royal Highness? He's on this rug under my desks. Being in this house is a little bit like being in my old room at home. The door is even the same color as the one I had in my bedroom as a little girl. I mean, when I say a lot of this stuff in here is original, I'm being quite serious. Like the closet over here, it doesn't have a door on it because I know what the original door looked like. It had sliding doors and they were the same color as this closet. Yeah. Oh, Chicky hopped down just so I could illustrate better. But yeah, it had sliding doors. I'm going to get probably curtains to put over this, I think. So I don't have a door that's open. My son came yesterday and he helped me set my room up, rearrange things, and get this bed frame set up for me. Now, the bed frame I did order on Amazon because I wanted to make sure it got here first, and I was only paying $60 for the bed frame anyway. Oh, are you ready for your close-up? Here he is. Here's Tubbers. Sweet boy. Look at the baby. Rush. You want a fancy steel litter box, huh? Tobers. Yosh. Such a good boy. Let's see. Maybe you want some treats?
That cat will jump high for some treats.
For an old cat, he sure will. Meow, meow, meow. Here it goes. Tilt the camera down just a little more. There he is. Look at the baby. Love it when he just jumps up just a little bit. Here we go, baby. Come on, Towers. See, Chicky, she hopped down. He knows who the star is right now. And it ain't me. Gosh, he's catching them. He's not having to bend down and get him. Ooh. Let's see. All righty. Meow. Come here. Here he is. Everybody can see it. Yeah, when you come to my channel, you're always going to get to see a cat.
He's so much prettier in person too.
Yeah, and he's a stunner on camera. But yeah, he's a sweet kitty.
So Flick decided to be a jerk last night, and we were wrapping presents, and we put 2 rolls of wrapping paper up on the I think I sent you the picture, but I put it up on the couch, and that cat managed to roll one of those Christmas wrapping papers down the sofa, and then he's just sitting there like, that was in my way.
But yeah, you told me he was being a butt.
And that's Flick all the time. He thinks if his bowl is empty, then it goes on the floor because he's up on a high shelf or like a little table shelf thing because, I've got a Pomeranian and my brother now has his mini Aussie Shepherd. And he when that bowl is empty, it's on the floor like, hello, it's empty. Even if he's not hungry, he just goes up there to make sure it's full.
But, last week when I realized that I was going to have to move a lot faster on a bed than I originally bargained on, meow, I was like, well, what am I going to do? So I was like, well, Chicky's always saying the same thing is on Amazon that is on Temu. So I decided to look for one on Temu. And then I thought, there's a lot of people here in the community. I mean, now, Brett, he's always talking about, well, it's Asians. I'm not going to buy from the Asians. Bruh, if you're buying on Amazon, you're buying from the Asians, okay?
I mean, they're even selling, like, I used to be told, like, probably 5 years ago, don't buy any Chinese brands on AliExpress and da-da-da-da. But then, like, Amazon is selling exactly the same stuff now. So if it is so bad for you to buy from these brands, the exact same brands, then why is Amazon allowed to sell it? Like, we are all getting screwed over by Amazon in general, or we need to go back and look at all our marketplace for all this stuff and wonder what the hell's going on, and are we sure that it's legit?
You know, I am not paying for my StreamYard. It is pretty much public knowledge here that Authority Check pays for the StreamYard Pro account, and there's a number of us that are on his account, and he lets us use it because he's just AC. That's who he is.
Yeah, he's a kind-hearted person. So since I missed the first part, how's the mattress?
I haven't gotten it yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Tomorrow is the unboxing.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, I've been so tired. So tired. I've been averaging about 4 hours a night. And so, but I knew I wasn't going to be able to go to Mattress Firm and get something delivered the next day. I knew that just wasn't going to happen for me. And so I had to figure out something.
Yep. And I'm very curious on how that's going to go, because if that works out for you, I'm definitely going to try that too, because I have a good mattress, but it's getting old. They tell you to, I know part of it is that they want you to buy a new mattress, and they say after 5 years you need to get a new one, but there is some merit to it. Like, I mean, we get all the skin and hair and all that stuff in it.
Right. After 8 years, your mattress weighs a whole lot more than it did when you first had it. Think about that for a minute.
Yeah, gross.
Isn't it gross? My old king size bed, I had just replaced the outer shell cover on it in 2020. So that really didn't apply to that bed because I had replaced the outer shell cover. I had a Sleep Number bed. They're modular. You can replace stuff on them.
Mm-hmm.
And I found now when I ordered my shirt, I usually wear mediums, but this time I ordered a large when I got the Cat Mom shirt.
Yeah, my brother, just a little side rail. My brother got like a brand new mattress, and probably a year ago, and then he just now got a new, they wanted a headboard. Him and his girlfriend wanted a headboard, so so they got one just recently. But the mattress that they got is like one of those Tempur-Pedic ones, and I don't care, like, if you like them, okay, but like when you sit on that thing and you don't like fluff down just a little bit, that annoys me. I don't know. Like, it's supposed to, curve around your body. I think I'm still sticking with the old fashioned for now.
I don't mind the hybrid. That was kind of my thing. When something is all foam like that, I just feel like, there's a whole lot more drag when you're trying to turn over, and when you have arthritis, it's an issue. I know that makes me sound like a terrible old lady, but I can tell you guys right now, I am in active flare. Let me just tell you guys, when I went to church this morning, I was in so much pain. I could not concentrate, and I stayed for the next service just simply because I didn't hear any of it because I was just hurting so much.
Yep. It's like that time of year for us here in Texas, like that anybody who has any kind of chronic pain is just, like, I'm feeling it. I'm not sleeping very well in the last couple of days. And it's just because your body just hurts like all the way. And,
right.
It sucks.
Everybody should use a mattress protector. Always. It's gross not to.
And if you've got one of those mattresses right now that's like really, really firm, and you don't have the money to do this right now, like get a new mattress or whatever, they still sell at Walmart those egg crate mattresses. That's like a little foam piece that can go on top of your mattress, and it will fit underneath the fitted sheet. So you could put that under your, mattress. And that's what saved me over the last couple of years when I didn't have like the money. Like in college, you don't have the money to buy new stuff all the time. And so that's kind of what saved me.
Yeah. If it had been something that I'd been able to just put a foam pad on and go with, I would have. This was just, yeah, I feel like my joints are on fire today. Just after a week of this, it's taken its toll. Huh.
All right. Well, I hate to skedaddle, but I've got to get cleaned up and get ready to go shopping tonight.
Exciting.
I
Christmas
know.
shopping.
We got to finish the last, we've got to get stocking stuffers, and I need to finish for the kids in the family. Like, we still have a few things to do for the kids, like, because they don't live here. I've got to make sure that they have it under their tree before Christmas. So y'all take it easy.
Bye, Chicky. Thanks for coming up.
You're welcome, girl. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, I ordered, I didn't need to order a mattress because I still have all my queen size bedding from my old place where I was at before because I had brought my bedding with me. So I still have that. I just needed the mattress and frame. You can get a frame, one of these platform frames, for about $60 on Amazon. You don't need a box spring. You just put the mattress right on it. But there's all sorts of stuff that you can get on Temu. It's easy to fall down a rabbit hole. Some of the stuff that I'm going to be looking at is probably some wall art. Because again, you can get where is it? There it is. And get lots of neat stuff for your walls. And of course, with Temu, you're going to want to pay attention to two different things. You're going to want to make sure that the things are hangable. Because when I started researching this, and Temu is really good about telling you up front. Like this, it shows them on the wall in frames. But if you look over here, they don't have a frame. You've got to supply your own frames. But if you're looking for some stuff to hang on the wall that kind of coordinates with each other, that's kind of a good bet. Then, of course, some things they can be hung. Yeah, this is a wood wrapped frame. And of course, this comes in 12 by 16, and then 15 by 24. And you get both pieces for $16.39 for the larger prints. So, like I said, there's a lot of good deals to be had on Temu. And the truth is, I've wanted to get away from Rebela's content for a while. I'm bored. I like to come on here. I like to talk to you guys. But it's demoralizing to talk about somebody who never changes. And so that's why I've just been racking my brain for a way to veer away from him, because he's poisonous. And in our current economic environment with inflation and everything else, and I should have put this link down before, because I think this kind of invites some discussion and questions. Shopping tips and saving money. Everybody wants to know how to save money on stuff. But I did finally turn on memberships because I finally had a topic that, I could engage in with you, and it would be something that, isn't Connie. Because he's really not content. He really isn't. I couldn't help him. Oh boy. Uh-huh. I thought so. Yeah. Try again. I never wanted to just rail on him. I wanted to help him. I wanted to teach him. But he can't be taught. He can't be fixed. And I wasn't ever going to know that I couldn't unless I tried. Price adjustments up to 30 days after ordering. That's awesome. Well, hey, Chovids, why don't you come back under your real account, Dingleberry? Honestly, this is stuff these things are things that I had already bought. The mattress, the t-shirts, the poop bags. There's a couple of other things. These are things I already bought. There's no begging for a mattress going on here. Fuck off. I love it when people come in here and think they're all big and bad, and because they come in here under a sock like a cowardly little bitch. cigarette and weed money. A shout out to Stormy for the gifted memberships. So if somebody actually wants to come up and talk, they can. Somebody showed up in my basement with the name Liz Feet. Not Liz's feet, just Liz Feet. And then when I put the overlay up and brought them up, they ran. Typical. Hey, AC. I'm going to go, since you just got here, I'm going to basically show let's do, bring it up again. They are, okay. So I'm glad you brought that up, Postle. Temu is really good about telling you what your expectations are. Like this one is free shipping for this item, fastest delivery in 1 business day. Well, I didn't get mine in 1 business day. Hey.
I'm all late, but I'm here. Sorry.
Let's see, what was I going to do? Oh yeah, I was going to bring this up. So this is basically what I went with. This mattress sells for $175 on Temu AC. And it's a 12-inch hybrid mattress. When I bought the bed that my husband and I had, you know, I got to pick out just what I wanted. That ain't the case now. All of these beds are going to be pretty much the same. So my rationale was that I was going to go with something that a whole lot of people had bought, that had, the vendor itself had a client satisfaction rate because they were a high repeat purchase provider, and that also offered local shipping, so I wouldn't have to wait for it to come from overseas. So this bed is by a brand name called Pengacool. Nobody's heard of it. It's not important. However, when you go over to Amazon, this is the same mattress. It is by Pengacool. 12-inch queen memory foam mattress, hybrid. Queen 12-inch. That's the model I ordered, the 12-inch queen model. Now, Amazon is selling it for $180. However, they're sticking you with a $50 delivery charge. It's not coming free prime shipping. So when I ordered it from Temu, I got the very same mattress for $175, and it shipped for free. And I also, when you use Cash App as a direct pay method, Cash App sometimes offers coupons for Temu. Like I got an additional 10% off using my Cash App.
Mm.
So that's another little tip. When you go to the pay screen, like, okay, let me show you. You can go down here. Hold up. Just a second. See, it gives you a lot of different methods to pay. And that was my old address up there. You're not going to find me at that address if you saw it. So you can select
That's
Cash App Pay.
Yeah, that's a nice little selection there.
Yeah, you can use Venmo to direct pay. You can use PayPal. PayPal has like buy now, pay later. And then, of course, I use the Cash App Pay because I was using the coupon for 10% off. And then, of course, there's other stuff I'm looking at. See, the thing is I'm going to be purchasing these things. As you know, I'm having to start all over again and purchase everything. So, see, somebody came in here saying, Grift, your Temu dry bagging scheme. I already made the purchase. I didn't come on here dry bagging for a mattress. I purchased one that, I could possibly scrape the money together for on my own. I get so tired of people, thinking that somebody giving somebody $1 on this platform is bad. If that's what I intended to come across with in dealing with Rebel, that's not what I intended to do. And if you don't know why he is a problem when other people aren't, then you're just playing stupid and retarded. But I'm going to have to be replacing things. Next up is going to be nightstand, dresser. Things are going to move forward.
Yeah, so me and you were having the discussion the other day, and I guess we could kind of have this a little more public this time. But
right.
I talked about how there's different ways to go about like the content, right? And
right.
There's stuff that we can do for our audience. And I thought that one of the things and I thought this was a great idea when we were talking about this, like doing the Temu thing. One, you can get a product out of it, right? Two, the audience gets to see content that they want to see. And if they would like to, they themselves can say, hey, look, I want to see you go through and buy a nightstand. I want to put $5 towards that.
Right.
And and like I said, like there's a Jamie way of doing it. There's my way of doing it. There's other people. And if at anything, me personally, like I try not to do the whole like, hey guys, here's my Cash App, blah, 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 blah. I think I've been doing it a little bit lately, just kind of because it seems to piss people off. But for me, for the most part, like I always put it in the description of the videos. I always say, hey, look, if you want to help the channel, there it is. I'm not going to bring it up anymore, but it's in the description of the video for the Venmo, for this, that, the other. And people like enjoy the content. They want to support the channel. Why not support the channel? I used to do the same thing with Clash with Bao and a couple other channels. I always go back with Clash with Bao because the guy made me laugh. The guy would review content, or he would go over different streams, and or he would go over his own streams and laugh at himself.
I just got a $50 super chat from Stormy saying, let's piss off the idiots. I want to thank you so much for the $50 donation, $50 super chat. I appreciate it.
Hell yeah, Stormy. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I turned on memberships today too. So I've had some people buy some memberships today for people.
All right.
Now that I've got some actual content and not just the other.
Funny stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And also what I'm doing is, I put some research into this. I've been researching this for a while, mostly because I knew I was going to have to do everything from scratch. And I do have a goal that I want to achieve in 2025. I do want to be back in my own place with my son in 2025. That's my goal.
Mm-hmm.
And because I'm going to have to start over, I can't afford to be spending tons and tons of money on everything. Plus, there's a lot of people that don't know about Temu, or they know about it, but they're like, oh, I don't know. Is that another wish.com thing? And so there's people that would like to know. I got a lap cat. Yeah.
I think so I was doing a stream prior, like I was trying to like help push your channel a little bit, and
Right.
So I did a stream prior to yours, and that's one of the things that I was trying to say, and I just couldn't think of the damn app. But it's always buyer beware. Like we understand like some things may be posted on some of these sites, and they're not specifically what's being described, and so having a channel like yours kind of go and say, hey, look, I'm this is what I bought. This is what this is what I recommend. This is what I don't recommend. It does help out other people. Cause I don't buy off of Temu. My wife does though.
Yeah.
She buys off Temu, and I'm just like, I don't know about that one. Cause I think of Wish. I honestly, that's the first thing I think of is we've bought off Wish before. And like she bought a dress off of Wish, and the damn thing came just, it wasn't good at all. So, if it was, if she had somebody to go watch a little buyer beware kind of thing, then, maybe she would have known, hey, I don't buy from this particular vendor or from this particular store, because this and this, like their products aren't that well. They aren't that great. And there's nothing wrong with no name brands. There's nothing like that. Like you were saying, like, what you're buying is a no-name brand mattress. It's not Sealy Posturpedic or, something like, one of these big name brands. But it's, if the quality's good, I mean, what the fuck does it matter?
Right. Let's see. So I was looking at maybe getting an automatic cat feeder. And of course, this is not stuff that's urgent. This is just stuff that I've researched, mostly because I wanted some examples to provide all of you on how you can get the same thing on Temu that you buy on Amazon for less money. Like this one is an automatic cat feeder. It's Wi-Fi operated. You download an app and you can feed your pet or small dog from anywhere. And it sells for $33.99 on Amazon. So if you go over, where is it? Where is that cat litter box? Or no, it's not a cat litter box. It's the feeder. All right. So here's the same pet feeder on Temu. It is the exact same brand. $24.95 AC. Free shipping.
I have kids to feed the cats, so
Right. Yeah.
But like if I think that's a nice little device right there. You get to set it on a timer. The cat gets fed at a certain time. And like you get caught up with work, or you have to, like, some people they have a job that they have to go to. They can't, stay home and work from home. So they have to go. And sometimes they get caught up with staying late for this, that, or the other, or traffic, or they've got to go grocery shopping after. And there your cat is, just waiting for something like, feed me. So I think it's a nice little thing right there.
Okay, so now look at this one. Now this one is not, I've got a litter box. Like, this isn't, buy Tober's a fancy litter box. And by the way, this is not an automatic litter box. This is just another example. This is a high-sided litter box, and it's stainless steel. And it's helped, to help prevent spills and stuff like that.
Right.
And on Amazon, this is by the brand Upscale, and it sells for $69.99. There's a $15 coupon on it. Well, it's still $55. Where is it? And now we're going to go over to this tab. Here we go. Same thing. Stainless steel litter box. $34.38, $20 saving on Temu. And here's the brand, Upsky Pet Origin. That's just it's not even dipping your toe in all of the examples of things that you can get on Temu for less money than you can get on Amazon. So you can buy the feeder and litter box on Temu. No, I'm not buying cat food and cat litter on Temu. Well, it's just silica. I guess if they had really cheap silica, I could. Because I use the silica kind. Silica is amazing for keeping down odors. It really is.
On Amazon, they have it set up where you can auto pay, like food. I'm trying to think of the app that the wife uses, but she has another app she gets the food from, and it gets delivered straight to the house. So like we don't even bother grabbing that at the grocery store. It's automatically delivered, and it comes in a huge ass box. I just can't think of the name of it right now. Here, let me look it up. I'm trying to think of the name of the app.
He's not interested unless it's an automatic Connie weeder. Personally, I've thought about 6 months in one of LG's kennels would do him a world of good.
Chewy. That's the name of the app that she goes through for the pet
Oh
food.
yeah. Like I've got to get some delivery set up here for Tober's. That was one.
Yeah, we've
there's
got
so AC. There's so much crap that I've got to do. So much crap. There's just, if I try and think about it more than just one day at a time, I'll go mad just thinking about everything that I need to do. And it just, as long as I was in Dallas, that little voice saying, do something, do something, do something. And I just felt almost like I couldn't. When I came back here, I got people around me to, you know, like the whole business with my car. My car still needs work, but here I can let it wait for a while. Um,
Here, let me drop the link to that. Somebody was asking. Yeah, it's called chewy.com. Like I said, that's where we get our pet food from. And you can set it up where it's like monthly and automatically comes like on the 3rd of the month or something. So we don't like it automatically deducts out of our bank account on a certain day. And so it's just, easy that way. Comes right to the door.
right.
It's in bulk. So
here, I don't know, about 3 weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago, or it might have been 2 weeks, I don't know. I got a donation for $25, and it said Tobers gets to decide where this goes. And I get donations for Tobers quite often, actually. Usually it's just small amounts saying treats for Tobers. This one was for 25, and so Tober's got a bag of Blue Buffalo Tastefuls for his $25 treat.
mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Mm-mm-mm. But, I wanted to provide, some education for people that are curious about Temu and, don't know what it is. Like you said, I thought it was another Wish.com, side-eyeing that mess. I did too until
Mm-hmm.
Chucky told me, hey, it's totally okay. I side-eyed it. I freely admit. We the go-tubers. But yeah,
Oh, that does
everyone's
remind me. Did you check your Cash App by any chance?
yeah. Oh, just a second. Let me see. I'm sorry. I'm not a Cash App watcher. Oh, thank you to the person who sent $25. I also received one for $10. It said Team Temu Reviews.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, this is all stuff I'm going to be buying regardless. It's all stuff I'm going to have. I've got a goal, and I'm going to do whatever I need to do to work towards it. I mean,
have you checked to see if there's any like $1 or like like real low price ones that are just random? Like I know what is it? I'm trying to think of, I think it's on eBay. Like people will put together like surprise packages or whatever, like mystery packages. There you go. That's what I was looking for. Mystery packages. And you'll be able to like buy it for like $5 and you don't know what's in it, but you like stuff like that. Like when you unbox them and unwrap them and stuff, that might be good for like reviewing for content and stuff, like just buying random packages. I mean, for $5, I'd like to see what they fucking send you.
yeah, that's true too. I would probably have to do $20 limit because Temu has a minimum. You got to buy $20 to get stuff to ship out.
Like fucking Terry. I slant I Timu. It's okay because I'm Asian. AC, don't you have a cousin named Chewy? I do. Yeah, I think I got like 2 Jose's and 3 Juans in my family somewhere. It's extended, you know. There's a cousin of a cousin of a cousin. It's a lot. It's a lot. Silver Diamond gets mystery boxes. Ooh.
Let's see.
Yeah, you should get with Silver a little bit more on the Temu stuff. I asked her when we were live, she could jump up on panel, and she was saying that she definitely gets stuff from Temu herself. So maybe she might have some recommendations. Hey, Ashley. Is it No, I don't think it's Chewy. I don't know. You might be right, Savvy. I don't like. Once again, English is second language for me. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Most Mexican thing about you is you're from Texas.
Hashtag Juan, but never forgotten. Oh, the cousin. Yay. Okay. Yeah, I thought you were talking about the channel there for a second. My bad.
Hey, Queen Ashley, how are you? That's the restaurant Savvy Bear. English was my second language before it was cool. One, but not forgotten. Frickin' Terry. Mystery package full of items. Surprise gift box. There are endless possibilities.
Did Connie go live, complain about you, and then like delete his video? Is that what happened?
I don't know. I honestly don't.
Weird.
He's not the subject of this live stream.
No, I get it. I know somebody mentioned it earlier, and I was like, it just kind of hit me.
I'm just saying, for Rebel's benefit, you are not the subject of this live stream. I'm doing all right, bearing up. Got one more day on the sofa. One more day, I see. Oh, this has been the longest 8 days of my life. 9 days.
Depending on the sofa, it's not that bad. I've had a couple sofas where I'm like, oh, this is so good. Like you come home from a long day's work, you lay across the couch, and then next thing you know, it's midnight. You're waking up to like the national anthem being played. Just saying. Hey, Hustle.
You just dated yourself. No, the national anthem.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, I'm old enough to remember when that was a thing.
Yeah, like when one of the channels, when one of the local channels would sign off at night, usually around 2, 3 in the morning.
No. Okay, hold on, pause. I'm not that old, okay? I'm talking about like Monday through Friday, like you had like on say Time Warner, right? Time Warner, I think it was Warner Cable at the time or something else. But anyways, so you would have like your normal channels would go 24 hours. But towards the weekend is when shit would go off air. So you would have like a couple of channels that would do the whole national anthem being played at like 2 a.m. And it would usually be like somewhere between Saturday night and Sunday morning is when it would go. So it wasn't like it was a nightly thing, but I do remember it being done. So yes, I'm old enough to remember that shit. I'm just not old enough to remember or to have seen that actually being done during the week.
Now,
Although I know a German probably doesn't understand that. So I mean,
old are you, sir?
okay, so I remember when the local channels would sign off around 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, and it would play. They would play the Star Spangled Banner, and then they would follow it up with the test pattern until they would go live again the next day. That's what I remember.
That was how long after the war?
Fuck you, Terry.
I'm just asking. Yeah, fine.
I grew up
very
during
strange.
the 80s, okay? I grew up in the 80s.
At least we had like the best train tracks of Europe that you could watch the whole night.
This was the 80s.
Let's see. I was this is all pre 9/11 too. So this would have to be late 90s. I'm an 80s baby. So late 90s, early 2000s. Or 2000, prior to 2000.
Well, when they played the national anthem and they showed the flag, was it in color?
I can't hear you, Hossel. You're not
Yes.
talking on our end.
All right. Yeah, what's up with Hustle?
And you're muted. You're muted, Hossel.
Yes, you muted Hustle. How could you?
Yeah, Hossel, you're muted.
Yeah.
Oh, well. She'll figure
she
out.
she decides to stay muted. That's all right. Oh.
Yeah, it's me.
Hey.
I think you're planning something.
I'm buffering. Let me come back. Now let me come back. I'm buffering like a mother. I'll be back.
All right.
All right.
I think.
You think? She thinks.
If she doesn't feel comfortable buffering, who am I?
I'm old enough that I once had a black and white TV with dials.
Yeah, I'm old
I
enough
was a
too
kid
that
and
I
had a
was.
black white TV.
Yeah, well, I was old enough too that I had a couple of years where I served as remote control, for for the older brother.
Yeah, my parents thought I was their remote control in early childhood.
That's
Beth says, I remember the Indians attacking our wagon train. It's good to know. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Y'all have any other questions about the whole Temu thing?
Terry, your people make this stuff? Am I wrong when I say that? Like, isn't this shit coming from some little town in the middle of Germany?
No, we make the machines they manufacture the shit with. That's what we do.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay,
that's right. We make the machines they use to manufacture the shit and then sell it to you. So we pretty much at the top of the food chain.
Okay, well, we'll go with that.
Yeah, dude, it's not we go with that. That's what it is, dude. Like, excuse me, it is what it is. The world is not centered around America, and we're good at building machines, dude. The Chinese love us for it.
I think I was listening to some YouTube short, and they were talking about manufacturing. And they were saying like the difference between like German engineering and Japanese, like say Toyota. And
all right, careful now. I'm
just
saying, my video game.
They'll say like
get it on.
They'll say that they'll engineer the way that they engineer, like say a car. if you listen to like if you keep up the maintenance on a vehicle, like you get your oil changes done every 3,000 mile, you do certain things with a German vehicle, like the car will last you. But if you don't follow it in any way, like of course it's going to fall apart. Of course it's going to go down in a heap of fire. But if you like say a Toyota, they engineer it with the idea that you're not going to take care of this thing. Like, so there's two different ways of engineering and the way that they come about. Like, and so it just made me think, man, I'll never own a fucking German car ever because I'm horrible with that.
We engineer with responsible adults in mind, right? That's
right.
That's why probably the Japanese cars more popular in America than the German cars. I get it, but it is what it is. I'd rather like a German car than a Japanese car.
I like, for me, my dream car is a nice BMW, like an M5 or something. I would love to have a fucking BMW. But I just don't take care. Like, I don't take care of my vehicles that way. So
yeah, well, what's the problem with going for the checkup like every year or so, or like every? I don't.
Well, okay. Like you have certain things that have to get done on like certain timelines.
Yeah. You have to check.
I saw that.
Ooh.
He says, "I'm pretty spry for an old guy."
He hungry.
Mm-hmm. Tobers.
Tobers. Come here, baby.
Is there a Mexican car manufacturer? Like, not fucking with you, like asking.
Yeah, well, the Ford had a Pinto once, but that was.
No, like the Beetle was also like manufactured in Mexico, no. I
mean, it was first. It was the Mexican division of Ford Pinto.
Oh.
You see what I did with that? The Beaner name.
Mm-hmm. I think for the most part, I would say most of your American vehicles, they get put together here, but most of the manufacturing, like your computer boards, your electronics, your wiring, all that shit gets put together somewhere else, and then that is what gets shipped to America, and then they turn around and put the rest of it together here.
But is there a specific like Mexican car manufacturer, like Aston Martin, right? That's a British one. Like BMW, that's a German one. Like Renault, that's a French one, right? Is there a known like Mexican one?
I don't know. Let me look.
Terry, you gotta understand. AC's not a real Mexican. The most
yeah.
I mean, he's a Mexican guy with a white guy name and a white guy voice, and the most Mexican thing about him is he's from Texas.
Yeah, he's in some kind of limbo. He ain't white, but he ain't Mexican. It's like, it's weird, yeah. So he kind of American. He kind of American, but he also isn't. It's like, yeah, it's weird.
I bet my daughter knows.
No.
Than AC.
Yeah, like we wouldn't know any of these brands. Curie, Infernal Automobiles, Elfie Motors, Ron Automotives. Yeah, like none of these are big name brands that would be here.
Yeah,
these are
it's
all
not a
Mexican.
Yeah. But it's like, I thought like maybe I'm just not knowing. Like it was no like dig or something. I just like was curious, like, because I didn't know. And you're the closest thing to a no, you're not the closest thing to a Mexican. I know.
Not even close.
Yeah, but I thought, well, you're the closest thing to a Mexican that's here on panel. I said.
Looks like a couple of vehicles do get made in Mexico from some big name brand makers.
Yeah.
So
Nissan factories. The Beetle also, the Volkswagen Beetle was like produced in Mexico.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm looking this up. It says Nissan plants in Mexico manufacturing Nissan and Infinity models such as the Sentra, Versa, the QX50. Yeah, there's a couple of Ford plants too. The Ford Fusion and the Lincoln MKZ get made in Mexico.
Oh, I see.
They also
Hey,
have
Brett.
a couple plants in Tober's Treats and Connie Sucks Man Meat.
For ragweed.
for ragweed.
Thank you so much, Brett. Yeah, see, I get stuff for Tobers quite often, actually.
Would it be safe to say Tober's eats better than you?
A lot of times, yeah. I mean, look, you know, I mean, I eat oatmeal and eggs for breakfast. I mean, got to keep it simple.
Yeah, my ass needs to get back to eating fucking oatmeal for breakfast. That's a lot better off than two tacos. Ooh, excuse me. 2 tacos and a
Yeah.
fucking Coke in the morning.
Taco.
Yeah, totally drop the cocaine, dude. That's not good.
Breakfast tacos.
Well, that's the mornings when I'm in a rush.
Yeah.
That's my instant breakfast.
Dude, but you're kind of a chubby cokehead, you know? Not like no front or nothing, but like how does that work? Should you not be like?
Well, the thing is, it's very rare when I do it, but you'll notice when you'll notice when I'm doing cocaine for breakfast because I'll lose a lot of weight real rapidly.
Yes, I'm more of a Pepsi guy myself, but yeah, it is what it is.
No Coke for breakfast.
No. That's like, yeah, well, only if you were partying and you wake up somewhere and you don't know how you got there, you know, then that is time for Coke for breakfast.
But yeah, I'm going to hit the ground running in 2025. I've got a lot of plans.
That's right.
Just
Always good.
Like I said, I'm down, but I'm not out. And I'm not even really down. Just rebuilding.
That's right. That's what the humans do. We rebuild. We builders.
Well, you know, I could have just laid down and cried over it all. But, you know, there's something to be said about starting over again with and bringing forward the lessons you've learned.
That's true. And I think you're at an age where it's also not too late to start over. You know what I mean?
No, 48. So
Yeah. Because like if you're like 95 and you have the great idea, yeah, I'm starting it all anew, you know, I would highly advise against it. But you know, at that age, you're almost there. Ooh, with her mouse.
Ellie cleans Connie's butthole with her mouth.
They got no car anymore, but they still got that rimming stuff, you know.
I don't know. You know, I am so torn. You know, sometimes your upbringing, lessons you learn when you're growing up, they're hard to let go of. But, you know, going back to my church after all these years, and I see these people I grew up with and growing up calling them by Mr. or Mrs. something, and it's just like, you know what? I am 48 years old and I am a widow and grandmother in my own right, and I've earned the right to say your first name. You know? It's the way I see it.
I don't mind the sign of respect, but yeah, I mean, like when people are, I call people kids now. That I know that's probably like not
but you cannot.
right.
You cannot equate the interactions you have here with the real world. Like, I would not talk to people like in the real world like to these people, because in the real world, people are not that stupid, you know.
Shut up.
I can't make that argument.
Dude, I'm just saying, if you feel like I'm talking to you, that's a you problem, dude. I didn't say no specific names. That's all I'm saying, dude.
Thank you so much, Brett. You are awesome.
First Temu order for your show. Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Since today's Sunday, are we doing a show tonight?
Well, since you're the host, wouldn't you know?
No, because I was gonna go hang out with Brett. That's why I was like, talk to Brett. Like, Brett, what are we doing tonight?
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's true. You're on his list. See, I'm butthurt about yesterday still.
What? What do you mean you butthurt about yesterday?
Yeah, this motherfucker said, oh, I'm gonna send a link out to my friends and associates. Terry not mentioned. Not even last. I was like, oh, all right, that's how it is, motherfucker. So I wrote it. He sent me the link, but then I wrote a text like, my feelings are hurt, you know. And yeah.
Well,
so I'm still. It's too soon for me. It's still too soon.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, anytime that there is a show where people are invited on to the settlement, I always think of you, Terry, as that other seat. Like I even regardless if I'm there or not, like I always think the show is better with you. You understand? Like it's I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's better with you, homie.
You fairy fuck, what are you talking about? I was in the chat before you said, oh, I'm gonna give the link out to my associates and friends. Named them all by name. ASMR first and Terry not mentioned. Not even last. Hurt a little bit. I'm just saying, and I made a mistake the last time that I didn't order my grievances. I swallowed them down till they festered, and I ended up with a fish doing a show, right? So to prevent this again, right, I'm saying, right, away, I'm sharing my feelings with you guys so we can, Nah, it's all good. But I'm a little bit butthurt, not gonna lie. Because I was I was staying up, right? Because Brett's show is the most inopportune show for me time-wise, right? Even when you go on after Brett, it's more opportune for me because it's 5 in the morning or 6 in the morning, right? Or when Jamie does a show, that's a good time for me, Brett's show always a hassle, time-wise, right? So, but we were in the voice chat, so I was awake anyway, right? So I thought, oh, Brett doing his bird thing, I'm on fire, talking shit too all day about their bird and shit like that. So I was thinking, oh yeah, it's gonna be great. Gonna do his monologue, and then we all come up, like a circle jerk. We're shitting on him a little bit, good old time. And then Brett said, yeah, I'm gonna now put the link out while we do the talk out to my associates and friends, right? And I was, yeah, here we go. Wait for it, motherfuckers. And I waited, right? And there was, yeah, there's a link for ASMR. There's a link for Jamie. Of course, there's AC. You got the keys. You don't need a link technically, right? There's oh, Steph, I'm not going to give you one because this one's going to give you the link anyway, right? And I said, all right. We going alphabetically or what's going on? Where's T? Where does Terry come, right? So no, Terry mentioned. And then I was salty and turned off the stream and went to bed. That's what I did. I cried a little bit, slept, woke up today, figured out still salty, and here we are.
Well, for never mind. No.
Dude,
I'm gonna stop here because. No,
but
go ahead.
I'm a man. I can have feelings, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Is that not? It's not okay.
I kind of feel like this is that awkward moment. Like I don't really know what to say.
Why is that awkward? What makes it awkward to you?
Because like.
Just say it, motherfucker.
I think Brett said it right there. Somebody needs a hug. I kind of feel bad now.
Yeah, right. Somebody needs a hug. That's right, Brett. And you are the cause that somebody needs a hug again. It's all good, but no, it's all right. I hug myself.
Well, okay. So I know definitely for sure. I've had moments where Brett has reached out to me and he's like, hey, we're going to do a show tonight. Of course, I was busy like for almost a 2-month span. Like I had maybe 3 instances where I was able to like jump up on panel with Brett, but I was busy. And it was repeatedly, hey, man, I'm going to do a show. You want to come hang out? Like, we could do like a settle shit show. And I was like, nah, I'm kind of busy. I got work. I'm going to be at work, this, that, the other. And so I mean, there was a moment there that he stopped sending me those messages. So I kind of understand in a way.
Understand what?
Like, you know, the rejection. The feel.
Dude,
like,
I was in chat. I said hello in chat. He said, oh, Terry, how you doing? And then 5 minutes later, he says, I'm going to send a link to my associates and friends. Terry not mentioned. Explain me this. Still butthurt. To be fair, if I would be mentioned last, would also be butthurt, right? So that makes no difference at this point. But, you know, I'm just saying. I think we should be more honest with our feelings. So I present forward to you, you know, my inner turmoil. Maybe I should get a cat.
Why? So you can mate?
You motherfucker. This is ridiculous. You know I'm not a cat, right? You know that, right? Yeah, but you also you're very.
I'm looking at a picture of a cat, so.
You're not a cat guy.
But the thing is, like, yeah, come on, dude. You're pretending like a butt plug is not like phallic shaped. So I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about. They come in different shapes.
Yeah, but it all goes back to the penis, dude.
Nah.
Don't tell Tobers.
Oh, the fact that he did get a link. Yes. I didn't. No. I said that you sent a link, and then I said to you, nah, bro, butt hurt now. Not gonna do it. And then I went to bed. Yes. It's true, you sent the link, but it was too late. You know? I'm not doing this shit no more. I need my flowers now. I want my representation. So, yeah.
Shit got deep around here, Liz.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, it's important, right? Talk about those things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I get it. Like sometimes you just got to get it out, right? Like you got to get it off your chest.
Yeah, I think we would have a better world, you know, if sometimes even the toughest men, such as I, can say to another tough man, "You hurt my feelings, bro." You know? There's nothing wrong with that. It has to end up in a gay sex scene. This is totally normal. I'm embarrassing nothing, Beth, you know? I would push the button twice just to make sure. But I would push it like a little bit hard in my fifis, you know?
Fair enough.
I mean, I will get over it. A couple of months.
Couple of months?
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes you need time to heal. You would know, right? Sometimes it takes time for shit to tighten up again, right?
Oh, that's fucked up.
Savvy, As long as we don't tell Terry who the real community cat is.
Yeah, well, that's okay. That's okay. I will take nothing from Tobas. Tobas cool. He can eat all the snacks. That's all right.
Wait, I don't know if he's talking about Tobers on this one. Brett says, "This is what happens when you order your cat." Oh shit, I fucked that up.
He's
This is
talking
what
about
happens
Terry.
when you order your cat from Temu.
Yeah. Same thing, dude. When you order like some kind of gangster buddy from the States, you know, you kind of that Temu version, dude. Don't get me going. Dude. He's saying like he's an Apple product. Don't get me going, dude. Don't see. This is the next falling out we're gonna have. It's like I'm Team Bird now. Bird, hit me up, please. I want to come on your show. I make a Terry exposes all because Brett didn't mention me and sent me the link. Hit me up, please. Katie, do you need a co-host? Well, this is how shit goes around here, right?
So what about this evil Terry Lawman thing?
Yeah, so the thing is, right, so I got divorced. That means I'm desperate for a relationship, right? And because like the meaningless sex gets tired after a while, right? So I'm thinking, right? So I'm also in an age like you where I can still turn things around and go a different route. So I'm thinking, right? What would it be that would fulfill my life? And I think that would be an officer of the law in these United States. See, this requires me to have a green card. So, ladies, if you're listening, I'm looking for a more milder climate, right? I'm not looking for something too hot, so not Texas or something, right? Maybe I was in West Virginia once when I was in the States, liked it there. Something climate-wise like that, right? So if you're available, I will do my chores in the household. The occasional Netflix and chill can also be arranged, but you gotta stick it out for me till I got a citizenship, and then I'm gonna be a cop.
You know,
Yeah.
a lot of Europeans and people from like England that come here to Texas, they wind up loving the weather here. Do you know how many Brits move here? And
I was in Texas before, in Killeen, of all places. I didn't meet Poonhandler, no. I was here. Maybe I saw Poonhandler somewhere. I don't know.
you were in Killeen. I'm sorry.
Killeen, Texas, yeah?
You've been
That's-
to Killeen, Texas.
Killeen, Texas.
Oh,
Next to Fort Hood or what it
Right,
is.
Fort Hood. Right. So you know how hot.
Yeah, dude, like when I went out of the plane, dude, I turned around and asked the pilot, like, you flying back, right? Because, dude, it was like a wet
So-
mop in the face when you get out of the plane.
Shout out to Brett. He donated $5 super chat to tell Terry I love him.
Couldn't even make it $10 to say you love me, cheap fuck.
Oh, he already gave me $10 a while ago. No, he gave $10 to me.
Yeah, but after all we've been through, a confession of love should be double digits at least.
You don't put a price on love, Terry.
Oh, I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a very well, and I can also say like best money for value is usually like Eastern European, right? So if you go the catalog route where you order one, I think Eastern European. I don't know how it is male wise, but I imagine also here Russian dude. Probably a good handyman, you know. No?
This guy that my son works with asked me if I would get a divorce so he could marry me for citizenship.
See?
And
There
he's
you
not
go.
paying for $10. $10 for World War II relics.
Damn!
Oh,
That
ooh,
was savage.
That was not savage. I'm no relic. That was not even alive. I was not even made. I would be a fake relic anyway. So the joke makes no sense. A World War II relic would be my grandpa. I expect
See, I
more
would say
from
he's
you.
trying to gas you up on that, but then again, that wouldn't be technically right?
That's not right. You
Another
should never-
gas joke. All right.
in light of Terry's nationality, you should not use the phrase gas you up.
That's right. Brett spreads my butt and AC sticks it in as expected. Great. All of a sudden, he's prolapsing in joy. He ain't the goat, he's the goat. See?
I see what you
said
did
it.
there.
Yeah, right.
Are you in
I also have seen what you did there, sir.
I mean, technically, you didn't see it. A few
No.
other people did.
Yeah, well, you know.
You gotta
I
love
have-
Beth
I-
Meadows. She might
Dude.
be Jewish, but she's gonna claim Santa in that tree anyway.
Dude, I'm telling you, AC, every time I close my eyes, I see it. I don't want to see it, but every time I close my eyes, I see it in different versions. See, that's the horror when you're a visual kind of guy. You know, when you have to envision everything like as a picture.
Well, you don't have to envision it. I think Callie said that she's going to be putting out all the fucking photos. So stay tuned, everyone.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I
dude.
See, untie your balloon knot if you don't forgive me, Terrence.
I have to see untie your balloon. What is my balloon? Oh, ooh. Now I'm getting my wrench. All right. I see what you're doing. I'm not bending the knee, Brad. My fellow American, soon to be. Nah, for real. I think if I would like rescue a woman from the States probably. You know, show her the spoils of socialism.
Mm.
You know, this bedroom is laid out just like my old room at home. Exact same layout. Window against the wall, closet to the right, blank wall, blank wall.
That is
Sorry.
true.
I love how you have the mattress already set up.
Oh, you mean the
the
frame?
mattress, the frame, the frame.
Oh, I went to go pick up Ethan yesterday, and he helped me move my desks over here and then get this set up.
So where are you sleeping now?
Right now on the sofa out there.
Ah, all right.
See, we only need two more things to get you set up there, Liz. We need some good music. And a nice little account set up with well, we'll figure out a website.
Oh, he's saying some music and a butt plug. You know, that's the AC IKEA special.
Now,
Just a nightstand with a butt plug.
okay. Now, Brett, you got to cut me a little slack. I do feel very nostalgic being in this house. This house is less than a mile from my parents' old house. And it's a mid-century ranch house. This house was built in 64. My parents' house was built in 57. And there's still some original things in this house, quite a few actually, that are just like things in my parents' house when I was a little girl. So that's why I feel a little nostalgic about it. It's ugly and it's dated, but I just feel kind of warm and emotional over it, so I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I get it. I feel the same way about Brad.
Wow!
That was savage.
No
Now here we
comment.
go.
No comment.
It was good. You said you said you like the house. You love it, right? So I love him too. See? No.
He said you might be dated and ugly, but he feels warm and emotional about you, Brett.
That's right.
Wow.
Well, I don't know if you heard that bing going off, but bing, that's my food. Gotta go.
Bye, see.
Wait, he leaves for eating? That's a new one. Now he's just got. No, he really leaves. All right.
Well,
All right. Well, what are we doing?
well, I am about to wrap it up. I've been live a couple hours, Terry.
All
And
right.
this is basically just an introductory, informative panel, just kind of where I'm going to be taking things going forward. We'll still be talking about my stuff because a lot of people might have labored under the misconception that this channel was about Rebel, but it really wasn't, Terry. It was always about me and my fuck ups. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to help Rebel, because I'm older than him. I fucked up. And so now I'm just going to focus on me and myself. I'm going to focus on people that are not a waste of my time, that there's hope for.
Yeah, I think that's a good premise, and people love a comeback story. No pun intended, but it's a great thing, and it's never too late. And I highly applaud this content, this Temu content. It might be interesting for some people, and it's something different. We need from time to time difference around here, like more things to choose from, and I think that's great, So I applaud it fully. I support you, and now I'm gonna probably get chastised by Brad and AC in some private conversation. So I'm gonna see you later. If you don't see me again, you know what happened. So see you around. No, but all the good for you for the show. I'm gonna check it out too. I think it's great. Do your Timo thing.
I will be
Rooting for you.
live again tomorrow, late afternoon, with another panel where I show you unboxing the mattress because it does arrive tomorrow.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, see, then you order the shit and you can review it. That's a good concept. I like it. All right. See you around. Bye.
Bye. Oh, Savvy, you're right. It is almost Tober's dinner time. Well, maybe I can just feed him for you guys. Huh? How about that? Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Tobers. Meow, meow, meow. Such a good baby. Meow, meow, meow. You hungry? Hungry boy? Hungry boy? Yeah. Yeah, Tober's. This is a small room, but he's got the run of the rest of the house. I mean, he can. He's got the run of the rest of the house, which means he can go out in the living and kitchen area and explore. So he's not just confined to one room here like he was at the old place. Throw this away. I'll be right back. Oh, I haven't cooked today. Well, when I got home from church, I made some eggs, but I haven't cooked today yet. Aw. See? See, he knows he's a good baby. They know they're good babies. Meow. Well, I don't think so. No. Mm. Um, yeah. It's not like my clothes are really getting big on me either, so I'm just holding steady. Plus, I watch my weight. I really do. I know that my mom was heavy her entire adult life, and my brother, he's been heavy his entire adult life, and I just never wanted to be that way. Thank you. But we will be back here tomorrow afternoon, and we will do the unboxing. When it arrives, I will probably pre-record the unboxing, and we'll talk Temu mattress time. So thanks everybody for coming by, and I will see you guys around the YouTube streets. Good night, everybody.